Hello everyone, welcome back. For any of you that are still watching, we are going to go back to trying to get out of level 5 here. It's the same deck, so nothing too exciting in that regards. We're in the middle of rank 5. We haven't fallen, we haven't risen. We're going to see how well we can perform here. But I guess one or two things to note. One is that I was doing a little bit of reading earlier today, and it appears that the Druid class is one of the most popular classes out there right now. That would make a lot of sense because I've seen a lot of them recently, uh, such as one right now that I'm going up against. A lot of those Druids are Jade Druids, so if they have a deck that's actually stacked, I will be at a disadvantage. But I haven't seen fully stacked decks yet. I think my deck has been fairly competitive against Mirror or people that are playing a similar type deck. The other issue is that because of the popularity of Jade Druid decks, I'm afraid that other people are going to be, people that aren't playing this deck are going to be crafting decks to fight against it. I haven't seen that happen too often yet. I mean, I did see a couple of days ago when there were a lot of skulking geese around, but right now, I haven't seen too much of that. Decks that are specifically designed to fight me. However, I'm afraid that's going to happen sooner rather than later. And before that happens, full-fledged, I need to start thinking of the future. Now, the future that I'm actively thinking of right now is a mage deck. I used to play a lot of mage back in the day. In fact, I actually have a golden mage, meaning 500 victories. I think I'm exactly at 500 victories because once I got the golden mage, I stopped playing it because I wanted to see, what else was out there. Nothing too good, but so there's that. Now, there was an update, I don't know, a few months ago that finally said that even after 500 wins, the game will track your wins, and I guess that's happening now. So I can go back to perhaps playing mage again. I will tell you, this does not mean one bit that I am good at playing mage. It simply means that I played a lot of it, and I won enough of those. Okay, so the move I just made there, actually in hindsight, it may not have been the best move. I should have gone ahead and used a Wrath on the Jade Behemoth and then taken it out of play. I can take it out of play right now using the Shapeshift, but, well, maybe I should just go ahead and take it out of play using the Shapeshift. I can go ahead and play the Jade Behemoth next turn and then play the Wild Growth after that. Normally speaking, yes, you want to throw the wild growths out as early as possible, but as I've explained before, especially with an auctioneer in the deck, wild growth late game isn't the worst thing out there. It can be used along with the auctioneer as, a pretty good draw. However, I need to be mindful that my opponent is ahead of me in the crystal count. Probably doesn't have anything to play right now. This is odd. He has how many? 5 cards in his hand. Nothing to play with 6 mana. That's odd. It doesn't fill me with a great sense of ease either because he's used a lot of spells. So even if it was what was it, the Mana Giants that I was using in a previous version of this deck, even if it were those, interesting, interesting. Alright, what are we playing now? So let's throw down the Jade Spirit, and we'll go ahead and use a Wild Growth now. After that, let's take out this Jade Golem here. Well, how do I want to play it? Do I want to go for the favorable trade, or do I want to start smacking in the face? I don't know what he has. I think I want to go for the favorable trade because smacking in the face, I feel that he has some powerful minions in his deck right now, and once he starts dropping them, I'm going to need some powerful minions to fight back. And if I don't have a good board, that won't be helpful. But what has he got in his deck that he's not playing? And he's playing his most, looking at his most recently acquired card as well. Primordial Drake, a solid choice here. He used Zero Power to get rid of the Jade Behemoth. Or a Rat, so no, he's gonna use Zero Power. Alright, I know what I'm going to be playing next turn. Unless... the smart move for him would be use that to attack me in the face. But he might not. He might be thinking, I'm playing Mr. Druid. This guy probably has swipe in his... there we go. It may not have been the most obvious move, but it was ultimately the best move that he could have played. Now I'm somewhat stuck, as you can see. Even with the swipe, I'm not going to be able to clear out his Primordial Drake. So, what are we going to draw now? Jade Spirit. It's decent, but it leaves questions. It leaves questions. What do I do? Okay, that's it. I wasted 3 mana here, but it's not like I have that much of a choice. So what he may have in his deck are Auctioneers. Those you don't want to drop out of the blue without some good follow-up. Right now I don't have a very competitive hand. I've got no draws and I've got no Jade Golem, yes, Jade Golem producing cards either. I need something pretty ripe to come into play right here. Okay, what are we playing now? Come on, something good. So I can't play both the swipe and the Primordial Drake. I don't know how I want to play this hand right now. What to do indeed. So the Primordial Drake by itself, it's not going to be very good. So let's give ourselves a whole bunch of armor, hero power up, and see what the next turn brings us. Nothing good, I can assure you. Perhaps I need to start thinking about my Maid's deck. There are some good, relatively expensive ones that appear to be having a fair amount of success right now. I mean, the best archetype out there is certainly, by far, the Time Warp deck. But I don't have that quest, and I don't want to go out making that all the cards for that deck. Ooh, okay. So he's in a very good position right now, perhaps in an unassailable position. Yes, this appears to be an unassailable position. I don't know if I can combat him because even this Jade Golem, even if he attacks Primordial Drake, he'll only have 2 health left. He'll be dead because of this Primordial Drake. The swipe, I mean, it'll be helpful, but there's no great follow-up to that either. The Feral Rage, it's not that useful. I need to get rid of this Feral Rage and draw something else in my deck. But this game is over right now. Even if I draw perfectly, it wasn't going to be enough. So I'm just going to perhaps play one or two more hands or games with this deck and then start crafting a mage deck. I'll probably be offline while I do that and come back once I've crafted it and go from there. Okay. Oh, yes, the unique dialogue choices here. Now, I'm not going to do it, but I was seriously considering keeping both Jade Idols. Why? Because there's a very good chance that there's a Skulking Beast in this particular deck. I've seen some interesting priest decks. Some of them have been quite powerful, and unless you can overwhelm them quickly, they will take over. You know, it's the one where you have just a few very high-powered minions, such as the Lich King, the Taunt minion that destroys one of your random minions. What else? There's the Dreamweaver. So things that even a 1/1 copy of which, or 5/5 copy of which, is still devastating. And what the priest does is either, you know, play minions that play a 1/1 copy of a random minion in your deck, or play a 5/5 copy of a random minion in your deck. It's devastating, I tell you. I mean, the only way that you can have success is if they don't pull the right cards in the right order. Or, sorry, if they pull the completely wrong cards in the completely wrong order. Other than that, it's brutal. Simply brutal. Okay. Not something that I want to do, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to start pushing forward. Now, I had 3 minions in my hand that cost 6 mana. That's the reason why I didn't use the Wild Growth to pump up my mana count. I couldn't play both of them in one turn anyways without the use of an Innervate, which, I mean, there's one left in my deck, there was one in my hand, but okay, he's going to use a spell that destroys all minions 2 health and lower. There it is, Shadow Word Horror. I could remember that one. However, oh, of course, the other Innervate comes out now. We're going to go ahead and play our own Jade Behemoth and keep pushing forward. Now this is a race now. All games to a certain extent are races, but this is definitely a race. I need to be able to put so much pressure on his face. Oh no. Do I want to get rid of that? I think I need to get rid of that. Do I have enough to get rid of that? Well, let's just play the Jade Behemoth first. Yeah, I can't let this thing stand. So I have, potentially speaking, 5 damage in my hand. That 10. Oh, okay. 2 of them still stand. 2 of them still stand. Let's draw some cards. Ultimate Infestation, that's another 5. Okay. Next turn, I may have him. If he, even if he puts down a taunt minion, unless he heals himself for a massive amount, I may have him. Ah, greater healing potion, of course. Let's see, what am I going to get? How do I want to play this? Taunt? Primordial Drake? No. I'm going to go ahead and play the Ultimate Infestation. I still have the swipe in my hand, and I've got the 2 earthen scales. They can cause some major damage. What's he going to play? What's he going to play? Free from Amber. He needs a taunt minion. There's no taunt minion. Okay. Okay. How do I combat this? How do I combat this? How do I combat this? I don't have any silences. Silence would be really good right about now. 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Oh, I forgot about the lifesteal portion of it. Alright, let's draw some cards. Without using the Nourish. Because at the same time, I need to make sure I have enough space in my hand. Okay, this will do. Sunwalker. That's it for now. He may have turned the corner here. He may have turned the corner here. I'm about to say, he only had... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Come on. See, this is what I mean. You have some really powerful minions that... Okay, let's think this through. See how I can possibly fight them. Oh, how about we flood the floor with some minions. Who's he going to kill? Of course. Oh, this is not good. He may have turned the corner here. I wasn't able to bring him down. I just simply didn't have enough in my hand. There's so many other cards. Wow. This is getting kind of ridiculous. He got that from free from Amber, and just then he was able to pull it back with using Eternal Servitude. It's too much. It's too much. I'm I'm just I'm not even sure what I'm doing right now. I mean, I need to draw. Maybe I just go ahead and kill it. And then draw the 3 cards that way. This is kind of ridiculous. He's back up to full health too. That's would have been the good thing about a mage deck with polymorphs in it. It would have completely negated his. Let's see. Okay, we need to shuffle this back in. Play this. Let's pull another. Just a primordial drake. Okay, then we hold it and keep pulling. The chances of him having a skulking beast in his deck are very, very high, but until he pulls it and plays it. Really? Is this the only card that he has in his deck? Okay, what do I play now? Alright, well, I keep pushing forward and just have to see what happens. I have a Jade Blossom that can get me one more Jade Golem, and then it's just Jade Idols. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay. I know 10 to 1 of what I'm going to be doing. I have to get rid of those right away. And I believe I know how. We are going to do a good old swipe. But on who? I think it has to be Syrah. Oh, maybe I should play the Spreading Plague first. This probably would have been better. I have to get rid of both this guy. Well, let's play this. 9, 5, 5, 4. Okay, let's see what ends up happening here. I know he's got the Lich King in his deck still. And does he have a Ysera in his deck? No, the Ysera is gone because I killed it. Alright. Give me the Auctioneer. If I play the Auctioneer along with the Earthen Skills, not gonna happen, it looks like. Part of me wants to use the Earthen Skills, but I'm going to hold off on it, as well as the Spreading Plague. Perhaps I should have played the Spreading Plague last turn. I don't know. He still should have an Obsidian statue in his deck, and a Lich King in his deck. And another Greater Healing Potion. Probably not going to use the greater healing potion right now because he's almost at full health. There's a dragon fire potion probably in his deck as well, and a shadow word death. Now he's thinking that if he plays a Lich King, he's not going to have enough mana left to really do anything effective with it. But he's got to go ahead and play it anyways. He already should have one Death Knight card in his hand. Okay. I'm not gonna put the Earthen Scales on the Auctioneer. Why? Oh, come on! I get the one Feral Rage. Oh, I had to, I guess, because technically I draw. I guess I'm not sure how that works. Maybe I need to look at that mechanic a little bit more carefully because it could be of the utmost importance. Do I draw first or do I shuffle first with the Auctioneer? Because if it was draw first, then yes, the Feral Rage, that's it. But if it was shuffle first, then draw, then it could have gone either way. Summon every minion killed by this weapon. Interesting. Well, I've got a whole bunch of Jade Idols that I'm just gonna go ahead. No, first let's play the Primordial Drake, and now let's summon the Jade Idol. He's got a Shadow Word Death, which he's going to use very soon. But I've got Jade Idols galore. He should have one extra Death Knight card. I wonder what it is. It looks like my list here doesn't show what my Death Knight cards are. What else has he got in his deck? Oh, come on! You've got to be... Okay, how are we doing this? Do I have enough to kill it by itself? I do not. I'm going to go ahead and play the Spreading Plague. And let's see if by some miracle the wrong one dies. It's not a miracle, it's just a random 50-50 chance. Okay, obviously didn't happen. Well, at least I know he doesn't have any more obsidian statues left in his deck, at least. Certainly got them. And you can bring them back using... Well, can't use Shadow Essence anymore. He's already used 2 copies of those. He probably has... Oh, he plays them? He's some... Oh, this is ridiculous. Alright, so... Okay. I thought they just came back to life. I did not think that through. I mean, I thought it through, but obviously not in the way I thought it through. Alright, what am I playing now? What can we possibly do here? Well, forget the cards. Do I shuffle? Or do I just play it and go with it? He's got a Shadow Word Death somewhere. I know that. Decisions. Shuffle or play? Shuffle or play? I may be dead either way. I don't know. Forget it, let's just play it. Make him take out my minions. And as we've probably seen before, the void form is a very, very useful hero power, especially because it refreshes after you play a card. So if you have a few low cost cards available to you, you can turn everything around. Like so. Well, this is it. If he plays another spell, he draws a card. Next turn, he'll be forced to take damage. He does have a greater healing potion though. Should be in his hand. He's only got one more card in his deck. There's that other Shadow Word Death. Whoa! Down to the wire. I guess he didn't have a greater healing potion. He must have just had one in his deck. He's probably thinking, I should have had a second one in his deck. But either way, even after that surprising win, we're probably going to be taking a break nonetheless right after this match is over. That took way too long to finish. 22 minutes. 22 minutes. Too long. It's too long. Another priest. What is it with all these priests? Why are they always going up against me? Leave me alone. Go fight somebody else. Right, so this deck tracker thing I've got running is saying 32% of my opponents with this deck have been priests. 32%. That's a lot. No, but somebody will be. Okay, so I'm going to play something that I usually don't want to play, but I'm going to play it anyways, which is a Jade Idol and summon a 1/1 Jade Column right in the face of a Northshire Cleric. The really good money is on him attacking with the Northshire Cleric, healing the Northshire Cleric, and drawing a card. It's a move that's it's pretty well scripted here. However, my use of that wild growth, it is wild growth, yes, the wild growth may have thrown him off a little bit. May not have planned for that. Oh, of course, well, it doesn't matter if he's planned for that or not. He's not implementing anything because I didn't end my turn. Okay, what am I playing this particular turn? Let's throw down the Jade Blossoms then. Let's see, is he going to do the same thing? Hit it, heal. And draw. Forward shield. How are we playing this now? Ah yes, we're playing the Jade Behemoth next turn, this turn, and then we can go use the Jade Spirit and the Jade Blossom next turn at 7 mana. Just because I'm having some limited success with this deck still doesn't mean I've given up on my thoughts of putting together a mage deck. I'm still, while this game is playing, taking some time, doing some research, seeing what else I can put together. I think that's a decent play right there, especially when you have a North Star Cleric. You know, make full use of it, draw it as much as you can, especially because now I have to make a different decision here. The reason being, I can't get rid of the Stonehill Defender the way it is. I cannot. What I can perhaps do is use a swipe and then hit both of them, and then go ahead and play the Jade Golem. Yes, that's what I'll have to do. I can't let this draw. Well, maybe I should have just let that draw go. Oh, I didn't even realize that. I should have paid a little bit more attention to my opponent there. But he may have hurt himself quite a bit. Normally I would go ahead and just play the Eye of Black Power right away. But we have the perfect mana for Jade Spirit and Nourish combo. And there's enough room in our hand to play that. So why not? Even if I do keep playing this deck, I'm seriously reconsidering trading out the Spreading Plague for now. Most of the decks that I've been going up against, it's not worth it. Now there's a decision to be made. The Jade Behemoth or the Eye of Blackpaw? Well, let's go ahead and play the Wrath anyways and see what we get. Innervate? No, I still can't play both. The board is going to be cleared. Well, let's just draw a card. See what we end up with first. Perhaps that will... No. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and play the Jade Behemoth, right? No. The Eye of Blackpaw. Okay. The reason why I actually made the choice at the last minute. The Eye of Blackpaw has slightly higher attack than the Jade Behemoth. If he throws down something and I need to take care of it, it's better to have a minion with a bit higher attack. Furthermore, I can always put down a taunt later on. Right now, taunt, unless he has a charge minion, isn't going to do much. So what do I want to play now? A part of me wants to throw down the Primordial Drake, finish him, use the Jade Golem to finish off the Bog Creeper, and then smack him in the face with the Eye of Blackpaw. That will effectively finish my turn, and then we'll just go forward from there. I think that's a decent play. Actually, I rethought the plan slightly. I'm going to use Shapeshift to hit the Bog Creeper in his face, and then use the Eye of Blackpaw to take it out. Why? Twofold. One, that way I won't have just a 5-1 minion standing there. I'll have a 6-4 minion standing there. And the Eye of Blackpaw's death, you know, got us a 7-7 Jade Golem. To use the ultimate infestation or not? No. Why? Very important. I don't have enough cards in my hand to make it worthwhile. I mean, I have too many cards in my hand to make it worthwhile. I have 7 cards in my hand. If I use this, I would have gone over. Okay, let's put it on the left side. Again, the reason I'm putting it on the left side is because I'm trying to get into the habit of putting the important minions on the left side and putting the not so important minions on the right side, so that if I get hit with the Rogue's Vanish, I'm able to perhaps recover from it Okay, so if he has the priest hero, this would be a good time to use it. He'll get rid of my two jade golems right there. Finish off the third one with, well, no, he can't. What's he going to play now? What sort of out does he have? I mean, I have enough on the floor to kill him. But what's he going to do? He's thinking. I would be too. Okay. Ah, so he's just buying himself more time, which is fair, which is fair. Oh, very good. Got himself back to full health. Question now is, how much do I have here? Do I have enough to kill him? No, not even close. Let's not try that. But do I have enough to really mess him up? Yes. Okay, do I want to use this wrath for a draw or a kill? Let's go ahead and use it for a kill. Why a kill as opposed to a draw? Because I want to use this ultimate infestation, which I'm going to do now. And oh, okay. Yay! Finally making some progress on this deck. But as stated before, I need to take a little break now. We've been playing for about 40 minutes and this needs to stop for a little while. Alright, good evening for now, ladies and gentlemen. I may be back later tonight.